Grab your torch and dip it into the sexy St. Jeff candle. No Buffs is back, mateys. I'm J.E. Skeets, along with my fellow pirates, 3 people who also survived the galleon shipwreck of 1784. It's Nora Artinian, Trey Kirby, and super producer JD.
Yo ho ho.
Hey. Nice to see y'all made it ashore in the Fijian coast. But our ship is destroyed.
Oh, it was plundered. And the booty was plundered.
Happy Halloween to everybody joining us right now on YouTube. Podcast listeners, come on over. Check this one out. We are all decked up as pirates because of the shipwreck.
Yeah.
Of that, the galleon, as Jeff Probst called it.
Yeah. You mean decked out. You did a Skeetsism.
What did I say?
Decked up.
We're decked up.
We're dressed up and decked out.
That's pretty good.
Up.
I did do a Skeetsism.
That's not bad. Off the dome.
I also can't read anything with this damn eye patch.
It's so hard. How did they do it with
But everybody
one
looks
eye?
good.
Are you supposed to keep your eye underneath open? Mine is for no reason.
I would
Seeing black.
I mean, is that different than if your eye would be closed? Wouldn't you still see black?
Yes.
It feels different.
Also true.
Feels different. Everybody
I'll
looks
keep it
great,
on,
though.
We're really serving pirate chic.
Yeah, JD.
JD really
JD looking like Matt from Survivor with the dreadlocks and the big beard.
Yeah, I mean, I like this on me. I might grow some dreads out, some beads and stuff.
Do it.
Start pirating.
Why not?
I do like it. We're here to recap episode 6 of Survivor 49, titled "The Devil's Shoes," which turned out to be flippers.
It was called the Devil's Shoes?
Yeah.
Because that's what the restaurant
Yeah, I
called the
guess so.
flippers. We'll get to
Funny.
that scene. Oh my God, was that funny. My first question before we start recapping the episode, though. Do you remember the womb?
Oh, deeply. So much memory from the womb.
Do you?
When I gained my sight.
Is that what Shannon said?
Something like
Yeah,
that.
she was talking about learning her senses. I personally go even farther back to the sack.
Wow.
I remember
That's
what
your
it was
first
like.
memory.
Swimming around in
Testes,
there.
man.
Steve Sperm.
No.
Sorry. That's what it was. Okay, let's get into this. This is going to be a zany episode as we break down episode 6. Hit the like button, subscribe, podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews for your pirates here. Okay, we start night 10. That's where we're at in Survivor 49. Matt, 2 weeks ago, gone, and now Jason joins him. So this OG Uli, they're leading the battle here as we continue to talk about war. Jawan then says, hey, if we go to tribal council, looking around here, Sophie, sorry, you're expendable because you're not part of the original tribe. Savannah, though, says, hey, if we go to tribal council, I think Jawan's going to be the one to go, because last week there was some debate whether they were going to keep Jason and get Jawan out or vice versa. And basically at this point, you have all these people out there praying that they're making the merge.
Right.
That's the setup for this episode. Merge is coming, merge is coming. Well, we know it's not. Not yet.
We know more, but they don't. Yeah.
That's right.
Idiots.
Anything else to add here on night 10 on the comeback from Jason going home?
No, I mean, other than like Jawan really doesn't really get the temperature right a lot of the time. He thinks Sophie is expendable, doesn't really realize how much she's enmeshed herself with his team. So it just feels like a lot of the time he's out of the loop.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like when you're talking about all of he's Uli, right? Was his original
Yeah.
tribe. He feels like he's on the bottom of that group of Uli. Will he eventually decide to walk the plank, or will he stick with his original tribe? We'll see. But I was kind of surprised, and it was interesting to get confirmation that they're like, Sophie's part of our 5 strong. Like they're locked in with Sophie, and she's known them for 3 days basically at this point. But she gets in with people pretty easily, it seems like.
Yeah, look, I mean, you adopt a dog, you fall in love with the dog.
So true.
You never want to get rid of it.
Great point.
Day 11, let's go to it. We get some Matt talk before the reward challenge. And Alex brags about eating a chicken. I guess it was the night before.
Yeah.
And Sophie and Savannah are pissed.
I was surprised by this.
By who? Alex bragging about eating the chicken, or how pissed they were that he was sharing that information?
Alex, because isn't he like a political comms director or something?
Yes.
You would
Yeah.
think he'd be very self-aware about what he says and does and how that would be received.
Were you surprised, JD, at all how Sophie and Savannah, how hard they took it?
No, God, I'd be pissed as well. I don't
You're-
want to
so
hear
what,
about
you're
your
just like,
stupid
shut up?
chicken.
Don't-
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
It's day 11 out here. I'm starving. I had coconuts last night again. So, yeah, it's, but then Jeff's very good at teasing this stuff out, right?
Yeah.
And he's still riding high on that chicken, man. Like
He's probably thinking how good it was.
Like he was very proud of the fact that he killed the chicken, and
Yes.
it was a huge moment in Survivor for him. So I understand why he got caught up in like the moment of it, but also Alex,
Tone it down.
Yeah.
Probst then hits us with a everybody drop your buffs.
Yes.
Because we're doing another swap.
2 swaps, 1 season?
Too many swaps.
Yeah. Oh, we got new tribes here. We're back to 3. Kelly, Steven, Jawan, Shannon, Sage, Uli, Alex, Nate, Christina, Sophie with an E, Hina, Savannah, the Riz God, Sophie B, and MC. That's the breakdown. What was your initial reaction when you saw how they shook out here when they pulled their buffs?
My initial reaction was like, God, I gotta find a graphic because I cannot keep track of
Right,
anything, and
yeah.
all the writing of the names. Like I'm very visual, so I did find a graphic. Luckily, I have it nicely on my screen, so I felt better once I found it.
Okay.
But just in terms of like how they broke out, the new Hina tribe looked really strong to me.
Right. Before we even ran anything here.
Yeah, I
you
was
were
just
thinking
like-
Savannah, Rizzo, Sophie B, and then MC.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
a B.
first I was like, they look strong. Secondly, I'm worried for MC
Mm-hmm.
because she's an odd woman out there. And then I couldn't believe Sage and Shannon were together again.
Yeah.
The fix is in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Sage can't shake her
Soul Sisters.
It's meant to be.
in the womb, from the womb.
Separated at birth, who knows?
Yo, wow. Imagine we learned that. Crazy. While we're doing the what does this mean for the game talk, Probst, now that we have these new tribes, Christina has, I guess, what you can call a panic attack. That's what it seemed to be. Obviously the exhaustion and the hunger and all that as well, but she's like overwhelmed by the switch up here, and she talks about missing her family and all that, and she sort of goes down, and in comes Dr. Barry. Let's check the vitals. God. They get her some water. They slow her breathing down. She seems to be okay. She's going to
Boring.
continue. Okay, there we go.
Like, honestly, cut this part out of the show.
Wow.
Sorry, Christina. I know, like, oh, that's very hot. I just found out I'm not on my team anymore. And
Yeah.
you know what? I'm fine. Great. Cut it out of the show. I mean, like, we cut to break, didn't we? Like,
We did.
you
We
take a
did.
break. We'll all take a break. Let's step back. Let's get to that Applebee's.
We'll be back with Dr. Barry's verdict right after this.
Exactly. Yeah. And also, Dr. Barry, why is Dr. Barry on the beach? I mean, this guy's gotten more airtime. Like, how long did we have to wait to ever see Joe, right? Like 8 seasons before
Dr.
he even
Joe, yes.
Dr. Joe before he showed his face.
Yeah, the fix is in.
This
So much
guy's
Dr. Barry.
More Dr. Barry than Sophie with an E.
Yeah.
Although we
it's a-
get some Sophie in this episode.
Do you think Dr. Barry has like an appearance clause?
Yeah,
He's
I do,
getting a
actually.
Paramount Plus show.
Yeah. Spin off.
Were
behind
you
the
shocked
scenes.
that Dr. Barry let Christina continue? Because JD,
yeah.
here on this very show, you're like, oh, he was jonesing to pull Jake from the show.
Yeah, it's time to shine, man. But
She's
now out of here.
Now he's got that under his belt.
Yeah,
So he's like, we can slow play this one. Yeah.
That's how you know Christina was completely fine, because the slightest little thing, he would have been just, you got to go. Sorry, Christina. You're not cut out for this game.
Do you agree with JD that maybe they could have cut this out? Like, I assume there's a reason they kept it in. It's sort of
Yeah,
dramatic.
she almost passed out.
Yeah.
I guess.
We've had people pass out, though. She didn't pass out.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Look,
panic
she got
attack
a-
is no fun.
You're right. Okay, I'm with you.
We haven't seen anything from her. She's barely been on the season.
We had a very a devastating backstory on her.
that's true, about her
So
mother.
okay, I mean, I don't know. We just don't. It's a 90-minute show. It's like if I was producing, I'd be like, we don't need this. We don't need this. I would rather them talk about trivial shit on the beach than because it just wasn't that dramatic. We all knew she was fine. We've all had this. I'm hot. I just found out I'm on a different team. I'm overwhelmed. Let me sit down for a second. I don't know.
JD, it was crispy.
You're right.
Jeff was struggling. It is crispy.
Jeff himself. Now, if Jeff passes out, that I want to see. And they did show it. To their credit, they did show him sort of. Woo! You know, get my head between my knees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we'll get to
wonder something similarly. Kendra in the live tribe also just said what I was thinking when I was watching it. I wonder if, as you said, JD, like, why are they including this? Perhaps something is going to happen in a future episode with her where she will maybe pass out or something else will happen and she might leave. Like, I don't know if that's what happens.
It's a good point because they were teasing us with Jake a couple episodes of him like,
That's a good point.
being pretty exhausted. I mean, then it leads to a snake bite. So it's like, you know, it's a bit of a stretch to jump from the guy's tired from heat exhaustion to that he was just sitting in the water and let a snake come up and bite him.
It's
But
a sea
anyway.
crate. Please
Secret.
refer to it as a
I'm
secret.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
As for the reward challenge, the reward itself is grilled cheese sandwiches. Salty chips.
How salty are these chips?
I know.
He was hitting the salty hard, I thought.
Do you think he just didn't want to say regular potato chips? It doesn't sound
were
as
they
good.
normal chips?
Were they salt and vinegar chips?
Ew.
No, just salty.
I
Well,
hope
salt and
not.
vinegar chips are the saltiest chips.
They would say
Yes,
salt and vinegar,
true.
no?
Yeah, I know. You usually would say the vinegar part.
Vinegary chips. Salty chips.
Hey, look, that's a huge advantage. That if you eat enough of those chips and get that salt into you, you're less dehydrated, right? They used to give soldiers salt pills.
Yeah.
So,
Great point. I didn't even think about that. Iced tea you're playing for as well for first place.
man,
and
get out of here, iced tea.
and chocolate brownies. Chocolate brownies?
Okay,
Good.
why not a tight shot on the brownies?
I don't know.
I rewound. I had the captions on because Rachel was sleeping, and I'm like, where are the fucking brownies? Like,
They
I
did.
couldn't see them, and I'm like,
They unveiled them, but that was it.
they unveiled them, but we didn't see
We
a
didn't
tight
see
shot
them,
of them.
I thought it was a weird way to unveil them because he goes
Separately,
through,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
entire dinner
Yeah.
portion of the menu first. Then he says, "You're just playing for grilled cheese, second place."
Yep.
But guess what? We got brownies as
Right.
well.
And then when we actually see them at the reward, they're individually wrapped, so maybe that's why. But I want to see them. If you're like, make a huge production of brownies,
You want to see the
I
brownies?
want to see those brownies.
JD has so many thoughts in this tricorn hat. I can't handle it.
Our captain, man.
Yeah, big energy.
We'll get to a question about those grilled cheese sandwiches in Tree Mail. I thought a great question that somebody sent in. But as for the challenge, this was the one where they're pushing that like cart with the ladder on it, and then somebody's got to
Yep.
get up with that pole and knock off those rings, and eventually use those rings, the frisbees, let's call them, to knock off some things.
Yeah.
Rizzo does really well at the frisbee stage, and Uli comes back to take second place from Kella. Steven and Jawan, bad at frisbee.
Bad at frisbee.
Some people are just bad at frisbee.
I can't say I'm very good at frisbee. So.
Yeah, look, I feel like it's one of those weird things that people are either just decent at, they can throw a frisbee straight,
Yeah.
or you just never can get it. Like you've played frisbee, I've played with you, and well, I'm never catching it because it's never coming to me. So I wouldn't even say we've actually ever played frisbee. To me, playing frisbee is I throw it, you catch it, you throw it, I catch it, but that's never
I
what we're
feel
doing.
like, would you agree that I am just inconsistent?
Yeah. You're not alone. There are people
Thank
that
you.
like just cannot figure out how to throw a frisbee, like where their hand goes.
Yeah,
But
why
anyway.
can't you teach me if you think you're so good at it?
When how often are we playing frisbee?
Yeah, you're bored with it or not. Can you toss?
She doesn't have it, guys.
But anyway, yeah, they struggled, Steven and Jawan, and that's sort of why they lost. And everybody's gassed, like you said, JD, including Jeff Probst, who's grabbing his knees. He's huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
And Rizzo gets a nice little zing in on him. I think he drops a welcome to Survivor.
That was funny.
It's great. It's so good.
This guy.
He's good. He's the guy's
He's great
television
TV.
gold,
Yeah.
man.
They have them in the heat, like it's so hot out there, and they're literally, Stephen made the joke that the reward is a farm chore, and these are chores like these sandbags, hauling them here, hauling them there, like it's just work, like
It's a challenge, man. What do you
I know, but
It's kind of challenging.
but it's just like such useless work. I was like, watch it.
the whole fucking show's useless, man.
But this is what I want. This is what I want to see. I want them. I want him. They show up at the challenge. It's like a huge disaster of like a staff. They had a staff party the night before. It's like you guys got to first stage.
This guy is on one.
You got to wash all these dishes. All these dishes have to be done. Like, you know, and then you got to build the next. It's like digging your own grave almost. Like you got to build the next challenge. We're doing this challenge tomorrow. Get these hammers. Haul this wood over.
That's actually pretty funny.
That's brilliant.
Reward challenge, you're building the immunity challenge for tomorrow.
I like that idea. There's something to
Pretty
that.
good, right?
What was that show they had after Survivor for a couple of years when they were literally like doing work?
Oh, yeah. What was that called?
Who knows?
It was like toughest guy.
Tough as nails.
Tough as nails. That's
nails.
it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Who hosted that? Not Boston Rob didn't host that, did he? No, I don't.
Wasn't
I
it
don't know.
like a Mike Rowe type, like a worker guy? Was it? It wasn't Steve Austin, was it?
I don't
Stone
think
Cold.
so.
No, he had his own show
Yeah.
at the Rattlesnake Ranch.
Tough as nails. I do remember
Tough
that.
as
though.
nails.
Any other thoughts on the reward challenge itself?
It looked really hard. Like it seemed really challenging.
Yeah.
It did get
JD, where are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I don't have my glasses on.
Who's driving this boat? No wonder we shipwrecked.
It's the short-sighted pirate.
We should wear costumes every show.
Team costumes every
Go
things
show.
out.
off in the comments with ideas.
Okay, sorry.
I lost my thought. It was fun. It was
Sorry.
exciting. It was neck and neck kind of towards the end.
Yes.
So that made it exciting as well. Everyone did look like they were having a really hard time in the temperature. I listened to the On Fire podcast this morning, and Jeff just went on and on about how hot it was. And this particular...
He's still talking about it.
Oh my God. He's still talking about how hot it was. And he said that particular area where they always build in that part of the island is always very hot there.
Yeah.
And you come off the boat traveling there where it's windy and
Okay, there's a breeze.
and a
stuff.
breeze, and you walk onto that beach and it's like a sauna, he said. The temperature is really, really hot. So that's what he was sort of explaining why Christina had that sudden kind of reaction. And then Jeremy Collins fully ripped into him and was like, Cambodia was way hotter.
Oh, God. Thank you. I was
And
going to say, they've
he
done
agreed.
Survivor seasons in Africa.
Yeah, he agreed.
Cambodia.
Jeff said, yeah, you're right.
Guatemala, I'm sure, was hot as balls. Like, come on.
The Outback was probably hot, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Climate change, guys.
Well, yeah, you're
It's
right.
gotten hotter in the past 5 years for sure.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I would say they're doing the tossing, the frisbee tossing, and the targets are staggered.
Yes.
You know, like close to far. Everybody started with the close one. You should start with the far one.
Interesting.
Just, I see. Get the hardest one done.
Get the hardest one done first when you have the most energy.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Yes, because you also have to run and go get it.
You gotta
and
run
it's
back
going
and get it, yeah.
further. Yeah, that's a good point.
I also liked who was throwing. I don't know who was throwing, but somebody said superhero threw
Missed it.
No, all good, bro.
That was Steven.
Was it Steven?
Steven? I was gonna
Feels
say,
like
it sounds
Steven or
all good, bro.
Steven was throwing at me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. Like it almost went behind him.
Yeah.
All good, bro.
Okay, so let's go to the tribes here individually. We'll start with Hina because Sophie is finally getting real food. Her first bite of real food in 11 days. She's charged up
I would be too.
off of these grilled cheeses and the chips and the brownies and the iced tea. MC, though, recognizes the vulnerable position that she is in with this tribe. She reminds me, at least, maybe you guys as well, she has no vote. She is still waiting on her team losing to then potentially get an idol.
So she's still waiting.
She is waiting.
Yeah.
She's
How does that happen
absolutely
now
waiting.
when they merge?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Just out
I
there?
assume it just. That's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, weird, but it was a good reminder.
Yeah.
And then we get into evil Rizzo mode. I love that.
Yeah. So you're talking about MC pulling Rizzo aside to tell him
Yes.
that Sage told her he has an idol. But I did love how he handled it. You know, he was like basically like, this is Survivor. Gossip gets around, man. So it's not really shocking, but okay, Sage. So yeah, evil Rizzo.
I felt really old that he used a middle school reference to talk about gossip.
Yeah, middle school gossip.
I was like, this guy is a child. He's so young and I am so old. But yeah, he handled it really well. And it would be foolish to think that more people didn't know because he was so open with finding it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I thought it was smart thinking of MC here, like playing hard, using knowledge that she has to like maybe try and save her ass, to like be in the good graces of Rizo. Like we didn't have to find out whether or not it was going to work because they didn't go to tribal council, but smart thinking, right? At the very least.
Yeah,
by her.
Definitely. I actually really liked MC this episode. We saw like a playful side of her personality that I don't feel like has been on display yet, probably because she's one of like 3 that haven't even gone to tribal council yet.
Yes.
Going into the merge without going to tribal council? That's
The
ridiculous.
season's almost halfway done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And some of these people haven't been there. Yeah. Uli, let's go to them. Nate talks about how the swap could not have gone worse for him. And this is my winner's pick. I was a little worried, but Nate then, his plan, JD, is to tell the rest of the tribe about Matt being an easy vote, which is the truth.
Yeah.
But the Jason vote, oh, that really was tough for Nate. Hated to see Jason go, blah, 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 blah. That's the lie.
Right.
I thought, decent plan on paper.
On paper,
I thought
yes.
he seemed to be pulling it off okay, and then cut to the other 3 totally not buying
Yeah.
this idea and Nate's story that, he was really conflicted on getting Jason out of here, so he's in trouble at this point.
Oh, totally. I mean, yeah, they didn't buy it for a second. But what else is he going to say? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. What do you say? Like, we got rid of that guy. That guy sucked. Oh, he was on your team? Yeah. We got him as soon as we could.
I mean, it just goes back to, Savannah was right. Ultimately, they should have got rid of Joanne because then it puts credence to,
Right.
like, I'm not Uli Strong. I'm here to play this game. I'm willing to work with anybody. But you just kind of proved the opposite by getting rid of 2 Hinas, right?
That's a good point. Now we go into a merge. I think we're going into a merge with 11 people. So they are still, they lost Shannon last night. So they are actually, they don't have the numbers technically, it being 6-5, if everybody else banded together. And I wonder if that comes back into play here, this idea of Savannah saying, maybe we should have taken Jawan. And it like reduces the threat of us always just being together and being this block. Maybe we'll see.
I also wondered, just listening, because I agree, when Nate was talking, I was like kind of buying what he was saying. And I thought, okay, this is a decent attempt at something. I wonder if Sophie with an E wasn't in this group, if they would have received it so suspiciously, because I feel like she was driving that. Like she clocked him.
Yeah.
So she knew what he was saying was probably untrue. But I'm not sure if Alex and Christina would have.
That's a good point. She seemed to be.
They just seem more naive to me.
Yes.
And
Right.
a little bit more gullible and welcoming. Not to say that Sophie isn't welcoming, but I just think she's a little bit more strategic. Yeah. She's been an alternate twice, so she's probably gunning to be relevant in this game, and we've not seen a ton of her.
No, this is the most.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, she did say Nate is going home at the end. So I think that's probably a worry. I liked that he was trying to play a little angle here. He says in his confessional, I want to show that I'm a truthful narrator. But then they're all like, you're not telling the truth at all. So he probably should have just told the truth. If you want to be a truthful narrator, tell the truth.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Let's go to the Blue Tribe. Kella. Chicken jailbreak. Chicken's on the loose.
Chasing chickens.
Here we go. I guess Alex. No, who ended up catching it? Was it?
It was
Steven, excuse me. That's who I meant.
Yeah.
He ends up getting it. And then we have him and Joanne bonding over dad jokes. So they get to nerd out here a little bit.
This was rough.
These two. Why was it rough?
Oh, it's just like a
You
real,
find that cringe?
just a real dork montage. But I'm glad they have each other.
Yes, yeah.
Like on the one hand, my heart is not that cold that I don't think this is on some level endearing, but I had enough. I was like the jokes and then the what did they said something.
Well, they were talking.
when
they were talking Marvel.
Yeah, and then they got a coconut down together and they acted like it was like the best.
Oh
thing
yeah,
ever.
they were trying to chest bump and stuff.
Maybe I'm too jaded, but I was just like, oh god, let's move it along, boys.
They were getting along, but Shannon didn't love it. She tried to shut that shit down.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I don't like
joking.
this. Yeah, she told Joanne, come on, you nerd. It's you, it's me, and it's Sage.
I love her, and I've always loved her.
Yeah.
From the womb.
Yes, the OG Uli tribe again. That's what she's trying to like keep that tight, 3-1 in this hypothetical here. But she doesn't like that Joanne is getting in there with Steven.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of like bro down montages over the years, so it was nice to see a nerd out montage. I thought. What did Steven say? I hope you're not lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Oh, and Joanne goes,
Rough.
I love it. crazy response to him. I thought that was pretty funny.
Get me out of here.
That was good. It was good.
I mean, somebody pointed out in the live tribe episodes ago, maybe the first episode, Joanne is like a Peel character. You know what I mean? Like from Key and Peele.
A little
Key
bit.
and Peele,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really is. He's very awkward. And that chest bump, sorry. Like when you have to sort of orchestrate and choreograph, you know, like he's like, explain, okay, we're going to bump chests now. You know what I mean? Like,
It was pretty obvious they had never done it.
Yeah,
But that was
but they
sort of the
wanted to do
endearing
it.
part. It was like,
I mean,
hey, the cameras are rolling. We got a coconut now.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Yeah,
When's,
yeah.
the,
was
when's the
great.
last time you bumped chests with a friend?
Yeah, I've never been a big chest bumper.
Yeah. You don't do it when you
and I
guys
play-
play basketball
No.
on Thursdays?
You want to do it tonight?
Yeah, we'll do it
Yeah,
tonight.
do it
Alright.
tonight.
I would love
Oh,
to.
God.
All right.
Remember.
We'll choreograph it for sure. Hey, somebody watch this.
Get it filmed, but also get the choreography as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
you start here, I
You
start
go
there, we
first.
come together, and then you both like break your wrist because you fall backwards or something.
Yeah,
That'd be
didn't
brutal.
Joanne? One of them went tumbling a little
Yeah.
bit. I don't know if it was Steven or Joanne.
I will say strong undercurrents still of Hina versus Uli, right? Like this has
yeah.
got to pay off when we finally
Oh.
get to the merge. You would think with
Has
all
to.
the sprinkles that we're still getting.
Oh my God! Still more war references, like obviously numbers game and all that. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be a hot topic next week actually,
sure.
when we have the, like I said, 5 of the Uli and then 6 other people if they want to try and start taking them out at the knees. Going to Uli, it's day 12. Alex catches a tiny crab. Now that was deserving of a chest bump to me.
Impressive.
Yeah.
That was a pretty impressive grab. He like laid out for it.
It was fast
Yeah.
and tiny.
And snagged it. Yeah. But he got it.
Yep.
While Nate is down by the water, the other 3, they talk about voting him out. But they don't want him to use his shot in the dark. Okay, that makes sense. So placate him. Christina's like, all right, well, we'll just tell him that we're voting you, Sophie. We'll use you as the decoy vote. Sophie hates that plan. Does not like it. Second time, I guess, Christina has sort of thrown her name around. The first time was a long time ago. And nothing came of it because they never went to tribal council.
Yeah.
But Sophie talks to Alex about flipping the vote onto Christina. Do you think Sophie overreacted to the idea of just using her as a decoy vote to get Nate out? Or would you do the same?
Maybe a little. I mean, I wouldn't love having my name thrown out there either. It's not a good feeling. It would be so much would rely on how comfortable and how close I feel. The fact that she feels on the bottom is why she's feeling uncomfortable with the idea. If she felt more at the same level with everyone else, she would be like, yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. So I understand her mindset. I don't know if I would communicate it to anybody that I was feeling anxious.
I just love this though. What? Okay, I'm not defending Christina. I think she could have maybe handled it better. But like, you're talking about getting Nate out. You're
Yeah.
talking about blindsiding him because you don't want him to use the shot in the dark. Thus, you have to tell Nate we're voting for somebody. The 3 of us are sitting here. It has to be one of us. How do we decide? Why don't you just are we just doing paper, rock, scissors or something? Like, you got to come up with a name.
You don't have to.
You do.
Don't. You don't.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, how about wait until you go to tribal council? How
Okay,
about wait
well,
until
yeah,
you
they're
know
getting
you're up
ahead
for
of
a
it.
vote? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't even. This wasn't even anything they needed to talk about.
yeah, it's kind of a non-issue.
Right. They have nothing else to talk about. So, of course, they're going to look ahead
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
next tribal
she could have just
council.
said, "We'll figure it out."
Yeah.
There was no reason to throw her name out.
Christina saying we'll use you as the decoy
Yeah.
vote. Yeah, that's fair. But okay, let's say they do lose and they do want to blindside Nate. Well, then how are you deciding?
Figure it out then. I would have a one-on-one conversation
So
with
funny.
both of the people and say the other person who's not there. So like talking with
Yeah.
Sophie. Oh, we got to get rid of who else is with them?
Alex.
Alex. Oh, it's got to be Alex. And I mean, she should have said Alex anyways. They weren't together at first.
Yeah.
And then have a conversation with Alex. Oh, the decoy name is Sophie.
Now that's
Just
a good,
don't say the person's name to their face.
good point
Yeah,
about
unless-
Christina using Sophie instead of Alex. I
Right.
feel like Alex may have been like, okay, that's fine.
Right. Yeah, what do I care?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. You know, I'm not with you, like with you too. Yeah. Sorry, you jumped in there.
I was just going to say, I mean, the only way you can get around this is volunteering yourself. Like Christina goes, just use me.
Yeah.
Right. And then that just assuages any paranoia, because even if you're with your tightest alliance and then your alliance member says, I'm going to use Skeets. Skeets, we're going to use you. That's all right, isn't it?
Right. Right.
It's way better for me to say, well, let's just go JD. Just tell him it's me.
Yeah, go with me, Christina.
Yeah.
I just had a panic attack. I'm
Right,
feeling down in the
exactly.
dumps. No, I'm serious. Like,
Yeah,
sell it
sure.
like that.
Make it.
Sort of miss my family. We'll run with that angle.
I think that's the only way you can do it because it doesn't matter how tight you are. You're playing Survivor. You haven't eaten in 12 days. Paranoia is high. So it's like, why the fuck why are you suggesting me? Like, okay, I guess it has to be somebody, but why me? Like, because you might be thinking, oh, she wants to get rid of me immediately, right?
I was just agreeing that I felt like it was weird to me they weren't going with Christina. She felt like a much easier fit for this kind of decoy.
Right.
Said decoy. That never
Yeah.
even came to fruition, like
Yeah,
Trey said. That is a good
absolutely.
point. But interesting. Kella, Shannon tells us she's the luckiest girl in the world.
Oh, jeez.
She's feeling great about this new tribe.
She has lucky girl syndrome.
She does.
That I want to turn inside.
I have Tubfoot syndrome. She has lucky girl syndrome. Bob Duca reference.
Locked-in syndrome.
Second time in 3 days in this studio. I made a Bob Duca reference.
Keep it going. Keep
Yeah.
it going.
Look it up.
Mickey Rooney
guys.
Sugar Babies?
Okay, nobody knows what that is.
Shannon is laying it on thick with Sage. She wants to hold her hand. She wants to lay under the stars together. Cause like Shannon's like, now we can talk again. Cause we were in a tough spot last time. Like we were sort of on the bottom and I basically had to throw your name under the bus left and right. But now we're good. And there is a funny line included in this scene. And this, like, I thought you were cringing harder at this scene than the nerd out scene.
For sure.
But Sage says, quote, because she's holding a bunch of sticks, she says, I'd hug you if I could, but I think I would stab you.
Love it.
The editors must have been like, oh my God, what a line.
Shakespeare.
This is perfect.
How are they not cackling at everything Shannon was saying?
You mean everybody else out there with
The
her?
crew. How
crew?
are
Yeah.
these camera people? They must have nerves of steel. She was saying the most bananas stuff, and they can't laugh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is where she talks about her first memory of being born. This is where this comes up.
She asked to hold her hand.
Yeah.
She did
That
hold
was
her
the
hand.
most
did hold her
ridiculous
hand.
part.
That was, yeah,
Oh,
that's.
God. Just hold my hand while we're walking down the beach.
No,
You thought that was worse than the fake kisses at the end?
I hated that too. That is so cringe.
That's
and
through the air. This is
scary.
actual physical
That's true. Skin to
contact
skin.
walking down the beach. Ugh. Ugh. I don't like it.
Yeah, big yuck vibes. This whole thing.
I mean, look, the editors, they had a lot to work with.
yes.
But they buried Shannon over the last, I would say,
yeah.
3 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, yep, here we go.
I said
We
that.
saw this coming, obviously.
Yeah.
I said that last night when we were watching it. I was like, think about how much she has said in this one sequence and that they've cut it all up into this like obscene, like weird pile of riches of things that she said.
Yeah.
They are not fighting. So she must be like this all the time.
Yeah, right. Like, so much is left on the cutting room floor of, like, some
God.
pretty wild things she's in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe me and you get a night under the stars tonight.
Yeah, we had to rewind it like 4 times. We were like, what? What did she mean? Like,
mean?
just sort of bond by looking at the stars together?
I don't know.
Yes,
Cool.
that's what she meant, I'm sure.
Okay.
But if you thought for 1 second that she was hitting on her, like, ew, right? Like, just because it felt like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think she was, like, meant
No, I
in,
don't-
in any way like
No.
that, but.
It was, we're
Can you
best
imagine
friends.
like a guy saying that to Sage? Like just,
No.
you know,
Well, no.
a woo-woo dude who was like, maybe tonight. Here, hold my hand. Hold my
true.
hand as
Put
we
it
walk
that
down
way,
the
it'd be
beach. And
very
you're just
weird.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was
No.
still like, ugh. Yeah. Because we know, too, from Sage's point of view, like, oh my God, she is just gritting through her
She's
teeth.
so strong.
Yeah.
I could not have. I have no poker face, and if that lunatic tried to grab my hand, I would snatch it back. There's no way I would let her hold my hand on the beach. Think about how yucky you feel. 10 days, you're not showering, you're covered in
For
gut.
sanitary reasons?
No,
Is-
just like I wouldn't want anyone touching
yeah.
me.
Well, yeah.
I get that.
I would think the part that would make me feel really gross is I know you've been burying me for like the last 4 or 5
Obviously,
days.
yes,
Yeah.
You
that as
two-faced,
well.
you know what? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Go get her.
Well, but also in Shannon's confessionals, she seems to be on board. Like she seems to be legit. Like, oh, Sage, I love Sage. Blah blah blah. This is in confessionals, right?
Yeah, you're right.
But-
she's being authentic in a weird way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But imagine
But-
like being on the beach and like it's a social game and you can't piss her off, right? Like, you can't rip your hand away. It's like, you know what? Maybe not. Like, you can't give her any indication that I'm going to vote you out tonight in a few hours. So it just puts you in this awkward position. That's why the handshake is so great at the end. You know, it's just like, we're done with all this now.
Yeah, she literally says, I can breathe.
Yeah.
And it feels like, you're like, oh yeah, that's like a lot of weight off her shoulders. Like this, like her more than anyone, Sage I'm talking about, just can't, it really struggles to play this game of like fakeness, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like I just can't do it, but I have to do it because I'm in the game of Survivor and all that. So
You just got to always be carrying sticks. And nobody's expecting any sort of touch.
can't hug you, can't shake your hands.
Got these sticks.
That's great advice for Survivor.
That's
man.
good.
Wonderful technique.
Hina, back to Hina. Rizzo decides to give fishing a go. This is our little comedy bit here.
Yeah.
But he gives up after failing to walk the beach in flippers, aka the devil's shoes. What was this guy thinking, man? Like this was hilarious. He thought he was gonna have his Ozzy moment, gonna give it a go. Like they set that all up. But the decision to put the flippers on, because they showed us a drone shot.
Oh, so far.
Where he put them on at the log way back from the water's edge and then walk is like baffling to me. One, to even do it to begin with, but then walk 10 steps and struggling to walk in flippers as anyone would. Just take them off.
I'll take them off.
Take them off, walk them down the water, put them on. But he just like decided to keep trying.
And then it was so tuckered out. Like he gave up, right? He gave up at the water.
Well, he took him on and threw
fell.
him.
He fell one step into the water. I thought he was going to get something, though. He had the spear.
Yeah.
He seemed to know how it was working.
Right? Yeah.
Shooting off.
Nothing.
He almost lost
Wasn't
it.
meant to be.
Almost launched it into the water.
Didn't go well.
It shows also like how popular he is, because imagine if Jawan was with him and he did this. Savannah would be like, oh, he's so annoying,
Right,
blah,
right.
blah, blah, blah.
That's a great
But
point.
for them, he's like very endearing.
Yeah. Sorry, I just
Yeah, my
keep
bad.
getting distracted by myself on camera. I forgot how good I look as a pirate.
The earring is sick.
Yeah, I feel like Michael Jordan.
You should get your ear pierced.
Okay, chest bumps, ear piercings.
Yeah. Later on at Hina, the idol search is on. They start thinking there might be an idol here. And Sophie B is the one that secretly ends up finding the advantage, not an idol. The knowledge is power advantage is back in our lives.
Oh my God.
So that is the one where I guess it has to be at tribal council. Ask anyone you want, do you have an advantage or an idol? And if they have to answer truthfully,
Or else.
this is the one part of the game where you have to be truthful, that you then get it from them. You can steal it. And she knows Rizzo has an idol, so she could do that. But she's going to slow play this one and keep it secret, which I really like.
Yeah.
So this is some power here. Knowing, not only having that, but then already knowing where one is, and maybe we'll learn to find out if there's any other ones out there.
Well, and she says the line, and I seem to have that little superpower. People like to tell me things. People love to tell Sophie things.
Yeah.
She got in so easy with, I've lost track of tribes.
I know, I get
Whoever she's with now, she's part of the five.
Savannah,
She's
Rizzo,
part of the
MC.
strong five.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be surprising if they get to the merge and the other people love her and start saying, "Oh, by the way." MC's like, "Yeah, I gotta go find this idol. Can you help me?" And then suddenly she knows that, and nobody knows that she has knowledge as power. She's playing great right now.
Yeah.
Like Nora and I have her as a winner pick. Who knows if she's actually going to win, but
Yeah.
she's getting a great edit.
Oh my
Totally.
God.
Every
Yeah.
episode, there's something that, like, at the end, when they do, like, a 2-minute montage of her best moments, you're like, oh, that line could be in there, that line could be in there, that
Yeah.
line could be in there, showing how you set it up and came from the bottom to the top.
At this point, you must just be concerned that she's so good that, and the edit is showing how great she is, that maybe they see
doesn't.
that eventually at the last second
Yeah.
and like, get her out of here.
I think
Because
so.
her whole thing is like the narrative is there. Didn't eat for 10 days, was always on the losing tribe, was this adopted little puppy. But we've seen so many instances where she's a gamer, she's obviously good at keeping secrets or even trying to pull off keeping secrets, where she tried to screw, remember the original Kella tribe with Alex and Jake and that search? Like, yeah.
It's-
She's checking all the boxes right now.
It's an extremely complimentary edit. So
Yeah.
I'm curious what will happen post-merge.
Yeah. Immunity challenge. Here's what I wrote in my notes for this one. Sophie dominates the stick key portion of the challenge. And I was legit laughing out loud at Christina's first few attempts of trying to literally throw her janky pole at the key.
How did she make sticks into a rope? That was amazing.
It was wild. It was nuts.
Flipping it out there.
It was
like a whip.
flipping and a flopping.
And they didn't even lose.
Yeah.
That was the
Didn't even
craziest part.
lose.
Because it comes down to the table maze.
Yeah.
Rizzo and Savannah, really good job. Those two in sync. They win for Hina. And then Nate and Sophie, they like talked their way back in to the comeback. I thought Nate had big dad energy on this one.
Very
way he was
calm.
working with Sophie. And it is Kella heading to tribal council. I guess it was Sage and Jawan on the maze. And like they were having some success.
Yeah, he freaked out a couple
Yeah,
times.
he was like, there was one time where you're like, literally, just go, that got scared. Oh man. So yeah, no chest bumps after that one.
That's a funny part of it, that maze puzzle, because I think for the most part, you can't tell who's messing up, right? Like who is pulling just a tiny bit too hard and it goes down the hole. But then on the other hand, you do have the Jawan moments where he's like, oh yeah, get it down. Like he's a trucker signaling to a kid on the side. And then meanwhile, Nate is like, me and you.
Yeah.
They like get around one corner. Okay, let's take
He's
our
like
time.
literally like
high five.
Yeah.
On to the next.
Yeah.
Very, very calm. He was a great leader in that moment. That's why they came back.
He's a director, isn't he?
A producer.
A producer.
I think.
Okay, I
Yeah.
was thinking director.
Yep.
But yeah, he was excellent. And I did kind of get the vibe that him and Sophie were bonding a little bit.
Yeah,
in that. I think
yeah.
going through a high stakes thing like that, it does bond you to the person, even though you've just really met.
Yeah, you build some respect, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, like from both ways. Either
we did that.
either that was great leadership or like, wow, she really remained calm there and was like, didn't freak out like Jawan did.
Right.
So good stuff. So yeah, heading to tribal council, it's Kella, that's Shannon, Sage, Steven, and Jawan, and we'll get to the plotting and scheming. But anything to add to the challenge, JD?
No, I mean, I liked it.
Do you wish they were vacuuming?
Yeah, I do actually. Get the brooms out and stuff,
You like that challenge where they stop in the middle and tie sticks and ropes together?
I liked it because it was a nice callback to Pearl Islands when I remember the mutiny or whatever, the returnees, the outcasts, that's what they were called. That's when Burton got back in the game. He battled like Lil or whatever, whoever he battled. And it was like, build that and go through a cage and get a key to retrieve yourself.
They've
So
definitely done that.
I like that part.
I think it's such a snooze.
Just
stop
boring.
in the middle, sit
stick
down
part.
on the ground, and tie some sticks together.
Yeah,
I like it
What's
because people
interesting
freak
about
out.
that?
People freak out. I do like.
Yeah.
And she was at first.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I just like the look, the visual of the stick, the
When it
the
starts
janky
bending.
stick
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
going out there. I don't know. I enjoy it.
Let's get to plotting and scheming here. Shark Shannon trying to decide between keeping Jawan or Steven. She's leaning Steven. Steven's got those connects that I'm trying to get. I love that line. That was a good
I
Shannon
already
line.
know everybody Juwan knows. That was funny.
And then there's a big Sage and Shannon scene, and Sage placating Shannon. But she tells us her plan to vote out Shannon, gonna blindside her. And as we go to break, it's Jawan feeling a little hesitant here to turn on the OG Uli 6. That's all I wrote down. I didn't think there was a lot to this.
It felt pretty predictable. I was not
Yeah.
surprised with how this panned out.
Yeah,
Despite what they kind of attempted to put forth here.
You were pretty confident it was Shannon going home.
I think they had slapped it on so thick with Shannon, and particularly in this episode, I was like, she has to go. There's no way. And of course, that is what happens.
Well, keep your heart open because we're at tribal council. Again, 3 people are at their first tribal council almost halfway through the game. And look, they did the classic, a lot of talk about keeping your heart open and open-heartedness, a whole bunch. But when we get to the vote, 1 vote for Jawan. It's got the hearts on it. It's from Shannon. And then the 3 remaining ones are on Shannon. And she's like, you got me. Hey, come here, though. Big hugs, big hugs. Gives a hug to Steven. Gives a hug to Jawan. And goes to give a hug to Sage. And Sage says, that's going to be a no from me, dog. Handshake for now. Quote, I'm going to give you a handshake because I want the hug to be genuine. And I don't think I can give that to you right now. But I look forward to hugging you in the future, okay? Take care.
Gangster.
Wow.
I loved it.
That might be a first.
Yeah. I
Right?
mean, but it's like you could tell she couldn't do it anymore. Sage has been performing
Yep.
for days and days and days with this person who she detests, basically. And so at the end, once it's done, she's like, peace.
And Shannon's not even on the jury, so I don't even need to
No.
worry about that.
great.
She just gone.
Yeah.
Man.
Great kiss
I
off.
say it was a first because we've seen the flip of this where you got voted out
Oh, right.
and maybe you want an embrace or something. Or sorry, you voted somebody out
And
you're
they're
like,
upset.
hey, no hard feelings, give me a hug, whatever. And like, get out of here. You just
Sure.
voted me out. But this was the opposite of that. The person leaving was the one that wanted the hug.
There was a moment when the votes were being read where Shannon was reacting to, I think maybe the second time
Was this
seeing
her second,
Yeah.
the second vote
the
for her?
mask kind of like drops with
Just
her.
slightly, just slightly.
And I thought, ooh, is she gonna lose it?
Yeah.
Of course she doesn't,
Nope.
and she handles it really well. But yeah, I'm curious if they have had any kind of contact since that.
She said in her exit interview that they have hugged.
Okay.
The hug has happened.
All right. Genuine, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Months later, I can bring myself to hug you.
Oh, yeah. The kisses part. That was. I forgot about that part when the
Can't
plot
believe how long it went.
Yeah.
It was fake kisses.
Too many kisses.
Yeah. It was like 3.
It was 3. And after every one, you're like, that's the last one.
Has to be.
That's got to be the last one.
Has to be.
But it must have been during that moment when Sage was like,
can't.
I'm not hugging her.
No.
I can't hug her if she asks.
Yeah, maybe.
enough.
Do you think Shannon was just like absolutely baffled what the hell happened? Because we know how much Sage hates her.
Yeah.
But like
little.
Shannon doesn't. I don't think she picked up on any of that. I don't think she ever caught Sage making faces to the camera or like,
Yeah.
"Ugh," or that and all that.
Well, I also felt a little bit like, I mean, having seen what we've seen leading up to that moment, Sage saying that to her was a little bit of like in Game of Thrones when Olenna Tyrell was like, I want you to know it was me. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I,
yeah,
right.
like,
Yeah.
I'm not down for any of what this was.
Yeah.
And that's why you're leaving.
Yeah. I didn't just go along with the guys who came up with this plan to blindside you. This was me.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this fake shit.
That's right.
I'm real. But I'd love to take a quick look at that little pimple on your nose. I'd just love to get my little pinches on that. Can I keep that? Can I keep that?
Why is she
Imagine if she asked. I don't know. I can't hug you, but can I pop your pimples? I would authentically love to pop your pimples.
JD, Shannon, interesting character.
Very interesting. May we never see her again.
My God.
I mean, whatever.
I don't think you will. Don't worry.
I doubt it
don't
as
think
well.
So, look, there's every so often the Survivor producers just have an episode where we're gonna take somebody that we know everybody's gonna hate. Nobody's really on board with Shannon, and we're just gonna watch her walk right into the thresher, right? And we're all gonna love it, right? Like this was one of those like I can't wait for this to happen, and she just walks into it and. Like you said, Nora, that the second vote is read, and there's just very subtle, but like I don't know what it was. It's like everything that I thought was happening is not happening. Why, God? Why? Why would you do this to me? I mean, it's his plan, right? So
It's true. She does say that at the end.
So yeah, I mean, and then composed herself and got it together. But I would have preferred to if she was just like. Huge tantrum, like like she finally
Wrecks
just
the
the mask
set,
falls
just
all the
goes
way off, and it's just like
Yeah.
fuck you, like this was my time.
I am
whatever.
interested to see the fallout from this with Sage now.
Yeah.
Because two things. One, how will her OG Uli tribe feel about this, right? Because they did lose a number, and they would have had the 6-5 advantage if Shannon did stick around, right? And you just got rid of Steven in that case.
Sure.
So there's that. And then this other idea of like, oh, Sage is actually playing this game. Like, how much is that going to build momentum here where it might blow back on her a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I think everybody else is like, nah, she's just quirky, man. She's just saying the weirdest things. She's fine. Don't worry about her. She's not a threat or anything. But maybe it's opened up, I don't know, Steven's eyes, Jawan's eyes a little bit. I don't know if that spreads to the rest of the other people. Like, no, she's actually pretty observant and,
Yeah, I
and
mean-
picks up on it. Maybe.
The good news is Shannon is gone and she's not on the jury, so Sage can tell whatever narrative that she wants.
She tried to
and
hold
she
my
can be
hand.
totally honest as well, right? She
You're
can just
right.
say, she said
Yeah.
my name. She was coming for me.
Yeah.
And it was either me or her. And so it was her. And they could say, well, why didn't you vote out Steven? And then you go, you say the other plan. Well, if we get rid of one of our own, maybe we're not going to be the biggest targets here, you know? So
Yep.
I think Sage is going to be fine for this.
They still have numbers, right? They still have 5-4.
Well, yeah, but there is 2 other people.
Yeah.
But they have Sophie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But also, Shannon was pitching Steven on getting Joanne out.
Yeah,
so
that's
that's
true.
like Uli versus Uli as well. Like I said, they still have the numbers. I think it was interesting that with the tribe swap, like Sage and Joanne, not power players at all. And Uli, they were at the bottom
Yes.
Yeah.
of Uli.
Yeah.
Steven has no other allies, and they all joined up together and said, let's get rid of Shannon. So I'm with JD. I think this is going to be easy to smooth over when they get back together.
And Joanne can also confirm the story because Sage said she wants to get rid of Joanne, and who voted for Joanne? Shannon. So it's easy. It's just like, all right, we're done.
All right, let's keep talking about this episode 6 in a little thing we call Tree Mail. An absolutely fantastic batch of questions today. Yep. I had to leave a lot on the cutting room floor. There were some
Really?
great questions.
Good job,
We'll get
everyone.
into the first one here. It made me laugh. Timothy wrote in, I'd love to ask a question, but I want it to be genuine, and I don't think I can do that right now, so I'm leaving a comment instead. Simple as that, Timothy.
Sick.
That is a hilarious comment. Well played. Croutons writes in, grilled cheese with no ketchup? Do you think it was offered? Or do you think production conspired against the Canadians to save a few bucks? The Canadians are gone.
Surprised me. Sorry, I feel like I'm learning something new. Do Americans not eat their grilled cheeses with ketchup?
Trey is the American
Yeah,
of the
tell
group.
us.
I don't think it's a thing. I mean, I eat a grilled cheese with ketchup, and I eat a grilled cheese with no ketchup.
Okay.
Does every Canadian eat every grilled cheese with ketchup?
I feel like it's, I guess, a higher
It's
percentage.
very common.
Yeah.
It's that or tomato soup.
Well, yeah, tomato soup
Yeah.
is the standard.
Yeah.
Right.
They serve that in grade schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about having soup on the show on Survivor. This is the perfect opportunity.
You're right.
Yeah.
If somebody said,
souped it up.
if Jeff is like grilled cheese, tomato soup,
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
But it's also the hottest it's ever been, JD.
But they're
and now you're
also-
drinking soup.
They wear a lot of sweaters. We haven't talked about this, but like
wear a lot of
colder at
sweaters.
night,
so
I think.
it must be dropping down a little early in the morning and overnight.
Yeah, I think so.
But yes, I was confused as to why there was no ketchup or tomato soup. There's got to be something to sauce it up.
Yeah, it looked like they were nice individually wrapped grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah, I
and
thought-
there was no dipping sauces or soup, obviously.
Because of the wrapping, I wondered if there was a little something in there.
Oh, you thought there was going to be an
advantage.
idol or an advantage?
Or an advantage or something.
Ooh, a ketchup is the advantage.
You got a little packet.
They look good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
thought they
grilled
looked
cheese look pretty solid.
totally fine. Totally fine. Zachary writes, how big of a deal will it be when Nate reveals his real job to Marvel superfans like Joanne and Steven? Would that lock up their votes if it's at Final Tribal Council? Okay, Trey, talk through that. Nate makes it to the end. Joanne and Steven, I guess, are on the jury. And he's like, hey, guys,
By the way,
you know Black Panther?
That's me.
That's me, man. I was part of that.
interesting. Do you think revealing that at Final Tribal Council would be advantageous? I don't.
Probably not. Because you're
Everybody's
like,
gonna assume
whoa,
you're a rich guy.
dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
And-
Joanne would scream like crazy.
I love it. They'd probably be mad. They'd be like, you were out here with us for 3 weeks and we couldn't talk about Marvel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You would have a lot
I
of
would
questions.
be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed. I would give him all my notes for Wakanda. Wakanda forever. Nate, come on. What happened here? You know what I mean?
I agree. I think they would be devastated.
Okay. So don't do it, Nate.
Yeah.
Sit on that one until
Till the end.
I guess right until the end when
And then
when the
blow their
pizza and the
minds.
champagne comes up. Hey guys,
By the way.
you guys see these movies?
Yeah.
These movies.
Isn't this like the end of the Avengers when they're eating shawarma together? Oh, by the way.
All me.
Paul writes in, will the Sophie thing become an issue after the merge? We're talking about both Sophies here. Should they target each other to avoid confusion? And which one is more likely to ask Jeff Probst to refer to her by her last name? Okay, we're at the merge here. We got two Sophies. And Sophie with an E is coming on strong suddenly. We know Sophie's a favorite. What's going to happen here? Could this play out at all for like legit confusion with somebody
Yeah.
writing down the wrong name? That would be amazing.
It could. I mean, I would think that in terms of naming conventions, would you just go Sophie B? Sophie Bellardi, who is Sophie with no E.
Yeah.
Just because Sophie B is easy, it like rolls off the tongue.
Sure. What about nobody wants to go by Soph? No?
Yeah, maybe.
You could.
Yes. But does that help? So what, one is Soph and one is Sophie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little better than one is Sophie and the other is Sophie.
Yeah, they got to do better with the names. They can't be having.
You
this
can't
many
have two
S
Sophies.
names.
It's just as that simple.
So
And yeah,
just
Sophie
bad
B.
casting.
Yeah, if you say Sophie B, I think of Sophie B. Hawkins, and I can't do that.
Damn.
Wish I was your lover. Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah.
Sophie
cut.
B and Sophie S. What if they get together and work together and make it impossible to tell who you're voting for?
That's
Like,
awesome.
should we write down Sophie? Which one?
Which one?
Somebody
Yeah.
misspells the name. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sophie Alliance would be badass.
Yeah, the all Sophies.
Do it.
I was
Do it.
playing pickleball last night with a guy named Jason, and it was like two Jasons. Uh-oh.
You're on the same team.
We were on it. Well, we were just sort of rotating,
Okay.
but just a foursome who were anyway. Was like, oh well, what should we call you? I just said, call me Evil Jason.
Were you wearing that hat?
I was.
Call me
That's what I want to. If I ever get on Survivor, even if there's no other Jason,
Evil
I just want to be
Jason.
called Evil Jason.
Oh, I do like that.
No
What do you want me to
explanation.
call you? Evil Jason. Are you a good guy? No, Jeff.
I do think Sophie B, small Sophie, favorite Sophie, is more likely if they go the route of a last name or a nickname. That's what my gut says.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're just going to ride it out with two Sophies. But
Yeah.
I think I don't know. She just seems more of a nickname type of person.
She
to
has
me.
a lot of personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bellardi and Segretti.
That sounds like a law firm.
Yeah, it does. Sophie and Sophie, Bellardi and Segretti. I like this from Sean McCabe here in the live tribe who says, there are two Sophies?
Come on. She was in it last night.
some
She was
respect
in it last
on
night.
her
She had the
name.
gall to call original Sophie. She called her the other Sophie. Guess
Yeah.
what? Sophie with an E. You're the other Sophie.
Yikes. Heard it here first.
This is the problem. This is the problem. It's disrespectful to other Sophie. I mean, we're all talking about the same Sophie here. Other Sophie. You have to be other Sophie. Somebody's got to be the other Sophie.
Or like old Sophie, new Sophie.
Exactly. You're always gonna compare the Sophies,
That
and that's
sucks.
just unfair.
I'm
my
cool,
God.
Sophie.
If there was another Nora there, I'd lose it.
Right? Yeah.
How would you differentiate them? I guess I would go small Sophie, big Sophie,
I'd have
tall
to
Sophie.
remove them
They do seem
immediately.
different sizes to me.
There can only be one.
Okay. Unadvanced Analytics writes in, I thought for sure that Dr. Barry was going to disqualify Christina. But then when Jeff buckled over, it got me thinking, does Dr. Barry have the authority to send Jeff home? What would happen? This is a fun thought experiment.
So again, on the On Fire
Oh,
pod,
God, they talked about this.
I love it.
Go ahead, cook.
well, Jeff loves to sing the praises of the crew. So he went on
as he should.
a speech about the medical team and how busy they are when they're there. You know, we only see Dr. Barry, well, twice now this season for a few minutes, but
Yeah.
apparently when the players come to a challenge, before the challenge, they each have a one-on-one with the medical team where they can talk about things that maybe they weren't comfortable saying as a group or things that might be bothering them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think is maybe code for like tummy problems. But anyway, so there's that. And then they also are the medical crew for everybody that is working there. Jeff said every season they all get sick with something. Some kind of a flu takes place.
Right.
So they'll help everybody get better. And
Every season.
he said,
Every season.
Maybe they
But
should
like, we're going back
stop
to
going
Fiji.
to Fiji, man. Yeah.
kind of like, he made
Apparently
it
it's the
sound,
hottest place on earth and everybody gets sick.
he made it sound extremely mysterious. He said, every season we get sick. And I was like, what is going on in Fiji? So this is all to say, I think Jeff would fight to stay if anything was wrong with Jeff. Like, he would certainly not leave. But I could see Dr. Barry being like, you're going to pass out. You need to sit down.
Yeah, right. There's never been an episode, correct me if I'm wrong, of Jeff Probst not in it, right?
Right.
He's never missed.
Now,
I don't
there's been
think. Yeah.
challenges.
No.
There's been, like, way back in the day, they would do these things sometimes where, like, the teams would show up, the tribes would show up, and
Yeah.
there'd just be, like, instructions. And Probst would not be there to tell them what to do or narrate
So
it.
like a
But that was
journey.
way back.
Yeah.
Like a journey, but it was a challenge.
Right,
But That was like, had happened like 2 or 3 times tops, but I can't ever remember him not being in a complete episode. I mean, who would step in? Dr. Barry.
You have to, yeah. I mean, they had a whole crew of people hanging out at the village off-site when they went there.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, I don't know. Who's the most charismatic cameraman or woman we got here? Like,
Jeff's understudy.
Jump in.
You got to fly in Coogan,
Phil. Oh, God.
the other CBS guy.
No, it's the
Ozzy host was really good
Oh,
when we
yeah.
watched
He's
Australia.
awesome.
He barely talks.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's refreshing. It's nice.
It is nice.
It's like, oh, you really, really realize how much Probst is talking.
Oh, yeah.
When you watch Australian Survivor. But that guy's gone now, too.
Yeah, he's gone.
Now we
They're
got the
gonna-
Golden God.
Yeah.
That guy. Anyway. Kendra in Saskatchewan writes in, watching them back to back, it was insane. Watching them back to back, it was insane how much Alex's crab grab looked like Barger's diving catch in the bottom of the 6th last night. That's a Jays reference, World
Yeah.
Series Game 5, hell of a catch. So I got to ask, which Toronto Blue Jay do y'all think would be the best Survivor casting? You've been watching more baseball than I've ever seen you watch.
Have I ever? Do I like baseball now? Am I a Blue Jays fan? Absolutely, because I'm Canadian and I love any Canadian team.
Right.
From what I have gleaned from the handful of games I've watched of the current roster, I would choose Davis Schneider. Number
Schneider!
36.
Ding dong.
He's an outfielder. I
Yeah.
saw him giving an interview where he was making fun of Barger because he had to crash at his house on his couch. He seems very charismatic. He wears glasses and a mustache. Put that guy on Survivor.
Good pick. Good pick, Schneider. Get the hot dog out there.
Yeah.
Get the hot dog out there. I like Alejandro Kirk.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
short
It'd
little
be
swat
fun
guy.
to watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, good picks. JD, you got another one?
Yeah, give me Trey Savage. Young guy.
Yeah.
Just a born charismatic dude. He was playing A-ball at the beginning of the season.
Okay, easy, Tess.
Oh, I'm just saying.
He's a killer.
He's a
savage.
I
a
lo-
savage.
What a
It'd be
great
fun.
name.
Probst would call him that. You
Yeah.
wouldn't call him by his first name.
Yeah,
savage.
he's savage.
You savage.
Yeah. He'd be a challenge beast.
Who does that leave me? You know what? Give me Ernie.
Ernie Clement.
Oh,
Have we ever had an Ernie on
I don't
Survivor?
remember an Ernie.
Ernie.
We've had like 500 people. I'm sure there's been one Ernie. I can't remember them, so let's get an Ernie out
Yeah.
there. It's just a fun name.
My only other thought was, do you remember Kawasaki?
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
He would
Oh,
be
yeah,
Funny
great.
he would
Oh,
be.
him talking about eating bananas.
Monkeys
Oh, my-
never crap. I
Yeah.
think about that a
Oh, it's
lot.
such a
Every
great
time I
quote.
eat a banana.
Yeah, where is that guy? Is he in the league?
I think
still?
he plays in Japan.
Yeah, okay. Great questions, guys. That was an awesome batch. Make your picks. How'd you guys do in our Survivor fantasy pool? I'm guessing everybody had Shannon as one of their votes. Yes. You put double.
I
the
doubled
points.
up on Shannon.
Nice.
Atta boy. Atta pirate. JD?
R.
I had, I think I picked Joanne.
2 votes, though. Who'd you go? Who else?
I can't remember the other
you
one.
didn't
Because
have
I did
Shannon?
what you told me to do, pick after the show, which I did.
Yeah.
And it was a week ago. I don't know.
Oh, you don't even. Now he
I
doesn't
have
remember.
no idea. I didn't get it. That's for sure.
Well, you might be happy to know. I don't know. We have the number of total voters for last night's episode.
I don't have the graphic. Sorry.
90% of people had Shannon
Ooh, see? It
going home.
was predictable.
90%. And we only had 2 votes, so we're at that point of this game now. Jawan, 67% of the votes. Sage, 33%. That was my other person. I went Shannon Sage. Shannon Sage.
I was Shannon Jawan.
Okay. Okay. And then Sophie S. Is that the other Sophie? I can never remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
Segretti.
Yeah. 20%. Okay, next time on Survivor. We're merging, I think.
Drop your buffs again.
Yeah, I think we are.
Drop them, pick them up, drop them, pick them up.
I can't learn new tribes.
The Buffs production costs this season through the roof.
A
Astronomical.
lot of buffs.
So many buffs.
Yeah.
These are all extra buffs. They're clearing it out for 50. Come on now. Just like the cast, just like all these challenges, are just like, let's roll these old, let's just get them out there.
Is that why there's so many sandbags?
Yep.
A lot of sandbags. Something I realized too
Ton of
last night.
sandbags.
Buffs. That's like Kleenex or rollerblades.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Oh, like we're saying.
It's closed caption with a
brand?
capital B. It's a brand.
It is a brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Xerox.
That's right.
What is it called? What is it then?
Yeah, what is that thing called
a
then?
gator?
A snood?
It's like a.
Yeah, I think both are fair answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's Buffs is branded. I hope they don't come for us. So here's what we know. There's a race for something in the jungle. They seem to be like taken off for something. I think Savannah gets taken out by somebody. I don't know who barreled her over trying to grab something. MC and Jawan, they talk about flipping the script. Mm-hmm. And Sage tells Alex she wants her out first. We don't get a name there.
Right.
It's like a who is her. We're shown Savannah. But it could be a red herring here.
I'm worried for Sage if she's trying to come for Savannah.
Oh, okay.
I think Savannah will win that.
Okay. So you're leaning towards Sage going.
I'm worried for Sage. I'm worried for MC.
Okay. Interesting. MC is fascinating because we got to figure out when does she get her vote back and does she get the idol? How's that going to work? I assume she does, but where are you going next week, TK?
Yeah, interesting. Because slight number advantage for Uli, though Hina thinks they have Sophie B with them as well. I wonder where Alex is going to go. He seems to be a guy who is flying under the radar now that he's off of the disaster tribe. Maybe Sophie S, actually. We finally got to see her.
Yeah, maybe. They wanted to give her a little bit.
A little taste
to us.
A little tasty taste.
If we see too
but
many.
yeah, this is, I definitely feel the least confident in this kind of vote. It feels totally up in the air with two tribes having such strong numbers.
Absolutely no.
And we don't
no
know
clue.
if it's going to be cut in half and whatever. And, you know, the
Yeah, we don't
first-
even know if there's an earn the merge type
Yeah.
thing. I don't think there will be now because of this like back to a tribe swap. I couldn't imagine there is, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
JD, who are you going to pick though?
I'm
Just call your
riding
shot.
with Jawan. I think Savannah wants him out. They tease it every episode.
Yeah, that's
true.
Every
That's a good
single
guess.
episode.
It's been around a lot.
Wow, really? I'm getting more and more vibes of Jawan being there till the
Long?
end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So because of that, give me, man, this is tough. Now that I look
Yeah.
at this, I don't know. Sage. I actually am going to go Sage. I'm going to go with that narrative that they're like, oh, she's a lot better at this game than we maybe thought. So I'll go with that. All right. Get your votes in. Do it now. You can always change them. Hit the links in our show notes to get into our Make Your Picks Survivor Fantasy Pool. I'm sure you're in there by now. If you're not coming back. I got bad news.
It's over. Sorry.
Yeah. How you doing? You said you're like 400th or something?
428.
Wow.
Yep.
pretty good.
Not too
Top
bad.
500 is
That's good.
very good.
Did you check where you
I'm
were?
like 612, something
okay.
like that.
I must be right around there with you. Because we basically have the same team.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll call it there. If you enjoyed our Halloween No Buffs episode, hit the like button, share the show, leave us a 5-star rating and review, podcast listeners. That was a fun one, but we are waiting for this season to actually get going.
Yeah.
Very little like strategic play and decisions to be made so far. I do
Hopefully.
have so much faith that it is going to like ramp up here.
Wasn't Jeff saying the second half of the season
Yeah.
is crazy?
Crazy. The first half of the season, super hot. Second half, just crazy good.
Wild.
Let's hope so. So we'll see. We'll be back here next week, 1 p.m. Eastern in the Classic Factory talking about episode 7. Until then, the tribe is spoken. Hey, arr, Jeffrey. Do you need some water, Jeffrey? Is it cursed, Jeffrey?